Today we are talking about needs. And if you want me to save your lunchtime in time, then I have to stop right now, and I'm finished. If you want me to speak a little bit about the needs innovation model, then I have 90 minutes and 40 seconds. And I hope you will. It doesn't work. It's the first little usability problem. Okay. Can someone help me with that thing? Oh, okay, perfect. We have a little problem. UX designers are ghostbusters. What does that mean? You should design a new graphical interface and solve all problems. We change the color and everything should be fine. One review for a product and everything is okay. Our boss, our customers tell me I'm the expert, I should create the best thing in the world. How can we fight with these arguments? So it's a little bit like ghostbustering. And our bosses, our customers often have one slogan. Maybe we have the same experience. I talked with the speakers yesterday. It's in the whole world, everything are the same. They believe in nothing. They need facts. And the UX usability has no facts. They want to prove before starting a project. They need innovations, no UX. We are the experts, and why do we need time to do that? Why do we need a long time for research? That's often the question. Now, how to convince your boss? We developed a needs innovation model, and I try to show you the model in one example. I go in detail. It has 6 steps. The overall process is we start with qualitative research, because if you ask 10 people, you get 100 insights. When you start with a quantitative research, you ask 100 people, you get 10 insights. So we start with the qualitative research, get 100 insights, and we ask the mass, a lot of people, proving these insights from the qualitative research. Then we know a lot of things. We know in which direction we have to go. And then there will come a typical, I think you know this graphic. It's from design thinking, the business, technology, and the user-centered design process. But and we will iterate in this between the three between business, technology, and human, and the user-centered design process. And we created a UX toolbox. These are 18 to 20 tools now to lead our customers through the whole process. We developed 2 products with it, or the last big products. I will tell you a little bit about the DPM 8000 from Philips and the Trendcoder. But the Trendcoder was awarded to the NASA Product of the Year 2014. And the DPM 8000, they increased up to 20% market share in the first year, only in a competitive market. And I want to tell you how we did it. A small story about the DPM 8000. They had the problem that the DPM 8000 decreased from year to year, from 2005 to 2010, and they had a big problem. The task from Philips to our company was design a new concept, a new design, the minimum of 3 proved innovations. because the CEO came from a big consulting company and he says, usability, only testing with 6 people, that's not proved. The product was produced in Korea, we did the design in Graz, the concept, and the management was in Vienna. So our approach, first we have a strategy, we developed it together with Philips, then we did the qualitative analysis, the quantitative analysis, and the important thing is, for every need we found in the qualitative analysis, we ask for the satisfaction and the importance for every user. So we know, is it a way to go or not? And we did the qualitative analysis through the whole customer journey of the product. So at the end, we can optimize the product and all touch points around. So, kickoff meeting, specify your targets, improve the application, okay, a new market for analog user. It is a special product for lawyers, doctors, and for transcriptionists. We started with the stakeholder map. We did the qualitative analysis of the whole customer journey with in-depth interviews, with observations and daily diaries. And we tried to find the needs for this product. We did a similar research for a bank in Austria 2 months ago. We did 60 in-depth interviews. We got 800 needs out of these interviews and 60 new ideas which no banking app has at the moment in the market. So it's a really great chance to find needs, and we only work with needs. Yeah, we defined the customer journey for the product. Then we got a lot of needs. These are some of them. For example, the analog user. These are doctors between 50 and 70, doctors, lawyers, and they typically dictate analog. So they have a tape, and they have a tape also right now. And Philips want them to dictate digital. So their need was the security, and then they don't want to change. So the security for them was to have a tape. They take the tape out of the DPM and do it in their box or whatever, and they know I have the tape and everything is fine, everything is safe. And this is how they think. For the lawyers, they want less, the importance of information is really low, all in all want the whole quality of recording, and so on and so on. So we also did the persona method. We verified the needs with 60 customers. With the satisfaction, importance, user KPIs, we also ask for user KPIs. We have a need, and how can the user prove this need, or how will they say it's okay at the end? And we ask for the emotions to create the customer journey, to optimize the customer journey. Then we have a tool like a prioritization matrix, where we have the satisfaction on the horizontal and the relevance on the vertical, and there we put in all our needs. For example, it takes too long to match the dictation with the patient in the hospital. It's really relevant for the doctor, but the satisfaction is really bad because it takes them 2 days. Or it takes 2 days with a KISS system to connect the dictation with the patient. Lawyers, they want to get the right information at the specific context, find different functionality, or too much information and no recognition for the analog user. It's not so relevant, and the satisfaction is also bad. So with this the wrong one. You can see here, this area is where we know these are areas where we have to innovate. These are areas where everything is okay. This is also where satisfaction is really high, and you can say, okay, we don't have to do anything. And here is the part where we also have to innovate the product. So we start with the process. We look at the business rentability, the technological feasibility, and if the human wants these tools and functionalities. We started with the ideation phase based on needs, and we only talk about needs, and we create new solutions on needs. So we also have the needs feature matrix, where we write all our needs here and the features here, and we can see if the features are correlating with the needs. And if we have features where we have no needs, we know, okay, we can leave this feature, we don't need the feature. We did different types of usability testing, of course. Mock-ups, interactive prototypes, design prototypes, market prototypes. We evaluated the high acceptance, ongoing KPI checks with usability testing, also with A/B analysis, with stakeholder feedback, it's typically. And then we created more than 3 innovations. On the emotional side, we had the analog design. I will show you now. Yeah, you can see here we created a digital analog design only for these analog users. You will say, okay, we had this design thinking, this design area 10 years ago, where we create what we see in hardware, also digital. But for them, for these 50 to 70-year-old lawyers and doctors, it was a great thing to remember, to know the tape, and they started dictating digital. We had a high quality recording. We also talked with a lot of transcriptionists, and they said, we can't understand what the law will say. And we didn't know why, but because the quality, it's a high-end dictation device. It costs 600 to 700 euros. But we found out with research and the observation that lawyers often dictate like this. As with the shoes, you can hear really loud the shoes and how they go, and the transcriptionist didn't manage the transcription because the sound behind is really loud. So we knew also if the lawyer is traveling by train, so we knew that Philips had to implement a much better microphone. And for the doctors, we included a scanner that they really connect the patient with the key system, with dictation really fast. Also, you will say, okay, I can scan something and connect it. It's typical for today. But in this area, for the medical area, it was something new. And hospitals only reorganize or buy new devices once in 10 years. So we created a lot of new innovations. We emotionalized for a great customer journey around the whole product. We did animations, we did graphics, we did after-sales and service optimizations. Everything out of the qualitative and quantitative research from the beginning. and within the first 18 months, Philips achieved the worldwide market share more than 10% in different countries. And these are the 3 different modes for a doctor, where they need a lot of information, for the analog user, and for the lower. So, what are the hero skills? Use a comprehensive methodology, don't work without user insights, create solution based on needs. And I would say UX is a structured way to design simple and innovative products. Be a hero and design great products. Thank you.